Let me ask you this. What's better than having two monitors? And the answer is having three, of course. I travel around a lot for work, and so I need a laptop rather than a desktop. But it's hard to use one screen a lot. I really need two or more screens. So that's why I got this portable monitor set from QQH, and now I've got three, which is super cool because it's got really durable metal, but look how thin it is. It is super thin. It's one of the thinnest out there, right? But it's not cheap. It's not going to bend. It holds its place. These screens are completely 360 degrees. You could flip it all the way around, one, all the way the other, fold it all the way up if you're wanting to go portable with it, right? And then when you're ready to use it, just unfold it and open it up here. But the thing I want to show you here is you've got a stand on the back here. You can flip it out all the way to 90 degrees, so you can adjust if you want your screens at a little bit of an angle, or if you want it flush, how I normally have it set up behind my laptop. And you've got little power and menu buttons down here on the bottom, right? And you've got your little outlets over here on the top, which is just easily behind my screen. So we'll get to that later, but right now I want to go some of these really cool features of this monitor. Now to get this thing set up, all you gotta do is plug into the top port here, which is your multifunction port. It's gonna be your power and your display. And then you're gonna plug it into your laptop here, the USB thing. And it's gonna turn on like this. You can see we've got all three screens here. And since I've used it before, it's gonna save my settings. So look at this, I got my mouse over here and it can come over to this one, or if I go over this way, go over here, because I have it on the extended settings. So if you want to change stuff like that on Windows, you're going to go over here to your settings, and you can see 1, 2, 3. You can move the orientation of them. You can change from extended to duplicate or mirror it if you want to do it that way. Let me click that, see? So then it's all the same. Now let's say you wanted to go to portrait mode, just change your orientation from landscape to portrait. And there you go. Now I can use it as portrait mode if I wanted. Now, do you have to use all three screens? Of course not. So let's go over here and look at what these buttons do. So you've got a minus, a menu, and a plus. So if you push the minus, it's going to change the brightness. You can see here, right? You can increase it if you hit the plus. Now, hit the menu button. It's going to display your different options for brightness, color, whatever. Now, if you hold down the menu button for 3 seconds, it's going to turn off this screen. So now I've only got two. Just push the menu button again, and it's going to power back on. Now, these displays are so bright, colorful, really great quality, right? So again, same thing on this side. Hold down the menu button, and it's going to turn that one off. Turn it back on there. Now, you can also push this side on the right, has the power button. Now, same thing. Hold that down and press that, and it's going to turn off both at the same time, and it's going to change your settings. Now I'm back to just the one screen. So super simple and easy to use. Now, of course, I'm using Windows, but what else is it compatible with? It's compatible with Mac, Android, and even Chromebook. Now, if you're using Chromebook, you don't need to download the drivers. But if you're using Mac, Windows, or Android, you're going to download the drivers, and they give you this available USB. You just plug it in and start downloading the drivers you need. On top of the simplicity, I wanted to go back over the ports. There's only two, so you can't get confused. Like I said, the top is a full function where it's going to do your display and charging or power. The bottom is just power. And it comes with everything you need. Of course, my favorite cable is the multifunction one. It's got the adapter for the USB. You can plug it into here, make the USB-C, and becomes USB. And at the other end, you've got the USB-C. Of course, that's what I use because also I like the angle of it. It gets flat. You've got just a basic USB, USB right here, so you can't change it. It doesn't have the adapter. You've got the USB driver installer, so just plug this in and install it to your device if you need. And of course, it's got your power. Plug that in. Now you're ready to go. So you can do power to your device, and then use this one, and you can do your display. So of all the portable display screens I've used, this one's my favorite. I love the option of having 2 or 3 screens if I wanted. It's super easy to use, fold up, store. It's definitely portable. Just plug it in, your settings are saved, super great. Gives you everything you need here. I definitely recommend.